Good afternoon, children.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
Good
afternoon, ma'am.
evening.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Only 19 are present. Anyway, we will begin the class, okay? So, children, last class we just started. Okay, the layers of atmosphere, the layers of the atmosphere. Okay, and there are 5 important layers of the atmosphere.
Troposphere,
Yes,
stratosphere,
yeah,
mesosphere, thermosphere, and
Thermosphere
exosphere.
and
yes,
Exosphere.
yes. Okay, very good, very good. See, children, there are 5 layers. Okay, the lower level, it is troposphere. Yes, then above the troposphere, it is
Stratosphere.
stratosphere. Okay, and then mesosphere, mesosphere, then thermosphere,
Thermosphere.
Exosphere.
Exosphere.
exosphere. The last layer it is
Exosphere.
exosphere. Okay,
Exosphere.
so there are 5 layers which is starting from the Earth's surface, which is starting from the
Earth's
Earth's
surface.
surface. Yeah. Okay. Then we will study in detail about each of this layer. Okay. Troposphere. Okay, this is important. This layer is the important layer of the Earth atmosphere. Okay, and you know, children, what do you mean by the term tropos? Okay, it means change. The meaning of the term tropos, it means change. Okay, it means change because weather is constantly changing. Weather is constantly changing on this layer. Okay, we have discussed almost all the weather phenomena are occurring on this layer. That means rain, hail, yeah, yes, thunder, lightning, fog, hailstorm. All these are happening or occurring on this layer. Okay, so the term tropos, the word tropos means change. Because the weather is constantly changing and mixing up of the gases. We have studied the air we breathe. It is a mixture of many gases. Okay, it is the lower level. Since it is the lower level layer, okay, it is closely connected to the life. It is closely connected to the life. Okay, and its average height is
13 kilometer.
13 kilometer. Its average height is 13
13
kilometer.
13
kilometer.
kilometer.
Okay. And I have told you it's the temperature decreases with the height. Okay, as we go higher, the temperature decreases. Okay, as we go higher, the temperature is decreasing. It means the amount of heat is reduced when it is go above. Okay, children, is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just listen, children, just listen. The word tropos, it means change because weather is constantly changing on this layer. Okay. And this is the most important layer. It is the most important layer and its average height is 13 kilometer. Its average height is
13
13
kilometer.
kilometer.
Meter.
And almost all this layer contains water vapor, which changes into clouds and into rain. Okay, that means almost all the weather phenomena are occurring or happening on this layer. Okay, is it clear about troposphere?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Jonal, can you tell me? Jonal,
Yes, ma'am. Troposphere is the
tell me about.
lowest layer of atmosphere.
Oh, yes,
It is about
yes, yes.
13 kilometer. All the weather
Yeah,
phenomena is occurring in this area.
on this layer, yes.
Upper limit of troposphere is known as trophos.
Yeah. That I forgot to tell you. Yes. The upper limit of troposphere, it is tropopause.
Trophos.
Tropopause. Okay. Yes. Then the temperature
Temperature is
decreasing.
decreasing when
Decreasing with the height.
high.
Okay. The temperature decreases with the height.
Height.
Okay. And the term tropos, it means change.
Change.
Yeah. Because the weather is constantly changing and mixing up of all the gases are happening on this part of the atmosphere. Very good, excellent answer. Okay, so children, I think, I hope it is clear to you about troposphere, is it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Then just above the troposphere, it is
Stratosphere.
Stratosphere.
Okay, children, do you know the meaning of the term strat? Strat?
About troposphere.
Yeah. Just listen to here. The term strato, it means layer. Okay, the term strat, okay, stratosphere. We are going to study detail about stratosphere. The term strat means layer. Okay, because it has its own set of layers. It has its own set of layers. I have told you this layer contained a layer of ozone gas. Okay, in this layer, it contains a layer of ozone gas which protect us from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. Yeah. Which protect or which absorb the ultraviolet harmful rays of the sun, solar radiation.
Ma'am, can you repeat it?
Yeah. The term strat, it means layer. Okay, because this layer has its own set of layers. Okay, that means that this layer, has a layer of ozone gas. This layer has its own set of layers. That means this layer contains a layer of ozone gas which protect us from the ultraviolet rays, UV rays of the solar rays, solar radiation. Okay, and its average height is 50 kilometers.
50 kilometers.
Yes, 50. Its average height is 50 kilometer, and this layer is free from clouds. This layer is free from clouds and almost all other weather phenomena. So it's ideal for flying the aeroplane. Ideal for flying the aeroplanes. The children, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, troposphere, almost all weather phenomena are there, means clouds, rain, fog, hail. Okay, all these are occurring on the troposphere, Okay, but when we comes to stratosphere, this layer is free from clouds. Okay, this layer is free from clouds and all the weather phenomena. So it's the ideal for, means it is the most suitable layer to fly, means for flying the aeroplanes. Yeah. Okay, and its average height is 50 kilometer. Its average height is 50 kilometer. Okay, and it contains a layer. Yes.
Ma'am, it is free from clouds.
Yeah, yes. This layer is free from clouds and weather phenomena also. Okay, is it free from clouds means that it is free from all the other weather phenomena like rain, means, rain, fog and all. So it is ideal for flying the aeroplanes. Aeroplanes are flying through this layer. And this layer contains a layer of ozone gas which protect us from the harmful UV rays of the sun. I think till here we have discussed on the last class, right? Is it, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Shreya, is it clear, Shreya?
Yes,
Is it clear
ma'am.
to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Gopika, Afrin, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine, children. The term strat means layer. Okay, it has its own set of layers. It contains a layer of ozone gas which protect us from the harmful rays of the sun, and its average height is 50 kilometer.
50 kilometers.
Yeah, this layer is free from clouds and ideal for flying the aeroplane. Okay. Mute your audio. Okay. So we can continue. Shall we continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
So the next layer. Okay, here, children, listen to here. The next layer, it is mesosphere.
Mesosphere.
Yes, mesosphere. See, children, the term meso. Okay, it means middle. Middle. The term meso, it means middle. It is the middle layer and it is the coldest layer. The atmosphere has the coldest temperature in the atmosphere. Coldest temperature. Mesosphere. Okay. It is the term mesos means middle. Okay, and it is the coldest layer, coldest temperature. It has, this layer has the coldest temperature in the atmosphere. You know why? You know the reason why it is cooler?
Because when it go up, it will decrease.
It will get colder.
Means that, see, children, the air is very low in this layer. The air density, it is too low. Okay, okay, and due to less air, air particles, okay, must absorb heat. Means can absorb enough heat. Okay, and which leads to a temperature become cool. Okay, because of the due to less air particles. Due to less air particles, density of air is very less in this layer. So this layer is cooler than stratosphere and troposphere. It is the coldest temperature in the atmosphere. Okay, children, just listen to me. Mesos. Okay, the term mesos, it means middle. It is the middle layer. Okay, and it is the coldest layer. Okay, due to less air particles, density of air is very less. Okay, density of air is very less. Okay, that makes the climate, means that makes the temperature very cool than thermosphere and stratosphere. Sorry, troposphere and stratosphere. Okay, and its average height is, yeah. Tell me, it's very cool. It's very cool. And Its average height is, can you hear me, children? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Average height is 80 kilometer. Its average height is 80 kilometer. 80. Its average height is 80 kilometer.
Of this mesosphere.
And children, have you heard about meteoroids?
Yes,
Meteoroids.
yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
What is meteoroids? Can any one of you please tell me?
And space rock.
Yes, space rocks. Okay, small piece of rocks coming from the space. Okay, and this meteoroids will travel easily, means travel through the exosphere and thermosphere without much problem. Okay, meteoroids while entering from the space, while traveling from the space, okay, it travel through exosphere and thermosphere without much problem due to the lack of air in these layers. Okay, but when it hit on the middle layer, that means in the mesosphere, okay, there are enough gases to cause some friction. What do you mean by friction? Children, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear? Whatever I am is it clear to you, children? Meteors, you know
Yes.
about meteors,
Ma'am.
space rocks. Okay, so meteoroids, while it was traveling, okay, while it was entering here, it will travel through exosphere and the thermosphere without any problem due to the lack of air in these layers. Okay, but when it hit on this layer, that means when it hits on this middle layer, that means mesosphere, yeah, it will means there are enough gases to cause a friction. Friction means an action or the movement. Okay, yes, there are enough gases in the mesosphere. There are enough gases to cause a friction and create heat, and it create heat to burn up in the mesosphere. That means meteoroids burn in this layer. Are you am I audible, children? Is it clear?
Ma'am, can
Yes,
you repeat
ma'am.
it? Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am.
I will repeat it. Listen, children. I know that it's a bit confusing. Just listen here. Okay, meteoroids. Okay, will travel through the exosphere and thermosphere without much problem. Okay, why? Because of the lack of air in these layers. That means exosphere and thermosphere, there's not much air. Air particles are very less. Okay, so they will travel. These meteoroids travel easily through thermosphere and the exosphere. Okay, is it clear till that it is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
but when it reach into the mesosphere,
Mesosphere.
what will happen, what will happen, there are enough gases. Yes, it creates friction. It will create friction.
And burn.
Yes, and create heat, and the meteoroids burn up while entering on this layer. I hope it is clear.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anyway, I will repeat the points. Okay. Mesosphere, third layer. It is the third layer of the Earth atmosphere. Okay. And it is the oldest layer. Okay. And the term meso, it means middle. The term mesos, it means middle.
Middle.
Okay, it is the coldest layer because means the density of air is very low in this layer because it is very cool than troposphere and the stratosphere. Okay, and its average height is 80 kilometers.
kilometer.
Average height is 80 kilometers.
Kilometers.
And meteoroids burn up in this layer. While entering on this layer, the meteoroids burn. Okay, why it happened that I explained to you. Okay, there are enough gases in the mesosphere. Yes, there are enough gases to create a friction. Yeah, which create heat, and the meteoroids will burn.
in this layer.
Yes. So, Biga, can you repeat the thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Can
Ma'am, it
you?
is a mesos means middle, and
Yeah.
it is the coldest layer in the atmosphere,
Yeah.
and its average height is
Yeah.
its
80
average
kilometers.
80 kilometer,
Yes.
and the meteorites travel through exosphere and thermosphere with no problem, but when it reaches the
Yeah.
mesosphere, it has enough gases to create friction, and it creates the heat, so to
Okay.
burn up. So the meteorites will burn up
Very good.
this
Very good.
layer.
Yeah, very good, Gopiga. Very good. Okay. So, children, I hope it is clear. Why the mesosphere is cool? Due to the density of air is too low. Okay, due to less air particles, the density of air it is very low. Okay, so it is cooler than troposphere and the stratosphere. Okay. Okay, children, is it clear to you?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, children, just I'll revise the thing. Okay, troposphere, tropos means change. Okay, so, okay, because what's its name? Because weather is constantly changing on this layer, and mixing up of the gases means the air we breathe, it is a mixture of many gases. It is the lowest layer. Okay, and almost, yeah, it has, this layer has water vapor which forms into clouds and then into rain. Okay, so almost all weather phenomena are occurring on this layer. Its average height is 13 kilometers.
13 kilometers.
Right. Then stratosphere, the term strato, it means layer. Yes,
Layer.
because it has its own set of layers.
Sunset of layer.
Yes, it has its own set of layers. Okay, that means it
It
contains,
contains of ozone gas.
Yes.
yes,
Which
it
protect
contains a
us from
layer of ozone gas which protect us from the harmful rays of
ultraviolet
the,
rays.
Ultraviolet rays of the
okay, UV rays of
solar
the sun.
and radiation.
Okay, then anything,
Average
then
height
its
is
average height,
50 kilometers.
50 kilometer.
and one important thing is that this
It
is
is
free from, this layer
clouds.
is free from
Clouds and other phenomena.
and
Ideal for flying around.
yes, ideal for flying the, yes,
Aeroplane.
all other weather phenomena ideal for flying the aeroplanes, ideal for flying the
Aeroplane.
okay. So that's point is enough, but I'll give only your notes. I will give only some points that is given on the textbook. Okay, this is some extra tips for you to know something more about that. Okay, so but for the question answer means while you were writing the answers, only the points given in the textbooks only you need to mention. Okay, if you give means if you write, it's okay, quite okay. Okay, then children, the next is yes, mesosphere. The term meso, yeah, the term meso, it means
Middle.
middle. Okay, and it is the coldest layer. It is the middle layer. It is the coldest layer. Okay, due to less air particles, density of air is too low. Okay, and
Average height is 80 kilometers.
Average height is 80 kilometers.
yes, average height is 80 kilometer. Okay, and meteoroids. Yeah, meteoroids burn up on this layer.
Due to enough gases.
Yeah,
There
when
are
it hits
enough
on
gases
this layer, yes, there are enough gases to cause
to cause
friction,
friction
which create
and create heat, and meteors burn in this layer.
burn on this layer. Is it clear, children? All these
Yes.
points are clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine, children. So today I am winding up the class now. I will send the notes next day. Means today itself I will try to send the notes. Okay, only some notes today I will send it. You are getting some holidays, means Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3 days you are getting holidays, so you can copy the notebooks. Till this time, I didn't give any notes because you were very busy with your PT1 exam. Okay, okay, children. See you on the
Okay,
next
ma'am.
class.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you,
Bye.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am. See you next class.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank